The bold and the beautiful spoilers reveal that the next developments will bring more drama and new twists to familiar characters. Below is the full analysis and expansion of each detail, promising to push the story to a climax and make viewers unable to take their eyes off the screen. Steffi appeared at the right time, saved Liam's life, and the amazing revival Dr. Grace announced that Steffi arrived in time to support Liam when he had an accident in Bill's living room. Many viewers must have thought that Liam would fall into a long coma, a detail often seen in many long-running TV series. However, Liam's recovery happened faster than everyone expected. The surgery was successful. He not only escaped danger, but also suddenly woke up, opening a new direction for the plot. Liam's return did not fall into the coma rut. Instead, flashbacks to Steffi and their past are raising the possibility of an unexpected reunion. As for Steffi, the moment she caught Liam just outside, bleeding and collapsing for the second time, also marked her important role in calling for help in time. Fans may wonder why Liam didn't call himself after the first fall, but it was the detail of not being able to call that pushed Steffi into the role of savior. He was rushed to the hospital by the rescue team shortly after, suggesting that Liam's fate was more strongly linked to Steffi's than many people thought. Hope's turmoil and Ridge's pivotal role. While Liam was facing a health crisis, Hope was facing a career crisis. She wanted to return to Forrester Creations, where she had made significant contributions. However, Ridge, who had always been considered the pillar of the family, firmly opposed her return. This was a big obstacle for Hope because not only did she lose the opportunity to develop her passion, but it also made her feel disappointed when thinking about the future. Furthermore, the end of her relationship with Carter has also disrupted Hope's life. The breakup was an event that led to many changes. At the present time, she is in a state of drifting when she has no firm footing in her work and no emotional support. She may have to find a new path or a familiar companion to share and revive the future. The daytime window of opportunity for Liam and Hope. It is the cracks in Hope's career and love that are opening the door for her to consider her relationship with Liam. Furthermore, Liam not only needs comfort, but also likely needs someone to be by his side to overcome the recovery period after a serious fall. Hope, with her loving and caring nature, may rush to Liam's side once she hears about his condition. This is also related to previous developments. Liam expressed his desire to pursue Hope again at the time she started her relationship with Carter. Now that Carter is determined to put Forrester Creations first and maintain a harmonious relationship with Ridge, he seems to be distancing himself from Hope. The prospect of Hope leaving Carter permanently, or at least temporarily, is becoming more apparent. And if Liam and Hope still have feelings for each other, the accident could be the catalyst for them to get closer. Steffi and the difficult choice before her feelings for Liam. Although Liam's incident created a turning point in favor of the reunion, Steffi did not want to return to Liam if her marriage with John Finn was peaceful. The prerequisite was that Finn had to continue to prove that he always put his wife and children first. Fans still clearly remember the previous rift stemming from the threatening appearance of Sheila Carter, Finn's biological mother. Sheila had mistakenly shot her own son and intentionally shot Steffi, shattering the trust of this small family. Realizing the terrible danger from Sheila, Finn was determined to cut off the relationship, prioritizing the protection of his wife and children. This was also the factor that tightened the relationship between Steffi and Finn, making Steffi not want to think about anything else, including Liam, if no major incident happened. Indeed, she only cared about Liam when his life was threatened and she accidentally appeared in time to save him. In the latest development, Steffi also mentioned that she did not want Luna to appear next to Finn, once again affirming that she does not tolerate any seeds of family rift. If Finn proves that he always respects and listens to Steffi's feelings, the possibility of her returning to Liam is almost zero. Luna and the unexpected forgiveness at Bill's mansion. Luna's appearance, coupled with the fact that she received extremely unfair forgiveness, as Steffi assessed, shows that there are still too many unknowns surrounding this character. At Bill's mansion, Steffi witnessed Finn and Luna seemingly being close, but it turned out that Finn only helped Luna partly overcome the trouble. This made Steffi more suspicious and reminded her husband to keep his distance to avoid repeating the mistakes of the past, typically Sheila Carter's dangerous intervention. Loyal followers all understand that for Steffi, family and the safety of her children are the factors she puts first. She has been through too much to trust someone new without any precautions. This defensive mentality is also the tight bond between Steffi and Finn, making them understand each other better and building a lasting loyalty between the couple. Liam needs support during the difficult recovery period. Returning to Liam's health, the second fall may have caused a stronger shock. Although he miraculously woke up after the initial surgery, no one is sure that he will recover as quickly as expected. In this context, Liam really needs someone to take care of him and cheer him up to avoid the risk of complications. And if Hope hears the news, with her heart, she will likely run to him right away. Besides, the interaction between Liam and Hope is inherently not simply a relationship of having loved and broken up. They also have a past associated with many memories, and sometimes it is those old memories that are the glue that binds the two people in the current difficult situation. It's likely that Hope will see taking care of Liam as a duty and also an opportunity to reflect on her feelings, especially when she is going through a single period and having trouble with her career. Relationship future, branching and conflict between Steffi and Finn. They still seem to be going strong, but the threat from Sheila is always a lurking threat. Between Liam and Hope, the door to a reunion is wide open as they have many reasons to get back together, especially in the situation where Liam needs someone to take care of him. Between Hope and Carter, the future for the two of them is increasingly blurred, as Carter prioritizes Forrester Creations' reputation and benefits, and wants to preserve his friendship with Rich. He remains firm against Hope's desire to return to work, which could push Hope further away from Forrester Creations, pushing her closer to Liam. From Liam's quick recovery, to Hope's career shock, to Sheila's persistent threat to Steffi and Finn's happiness, everything is intertwined, promising to make the episodes more exciting and dramatic than ever. Viewers can expect many touching scenes as Hope supports Liam in his recovery, questioning whether there is still love between them. At the same time, Steffi and Finn will face challenges related to the safety of their family, especially if Sheila or new characters like Luna continue to appear and cause more trouble. Whatever the outcome, the bold and the beautiful always brings unexpected, dramatic moments with overlapping and passionate relationships. Viewers will look forward to the next developments to see what path Liam, Steffi, Hope, and other characters will choose to protect their love, family, and career. Hope is facing a new and dramatic turning point. Simmering arguments, personal frustrations, and a desire to assert herself have led her to her most important decision, leaving Forrester Creations and starting her own fashion brand. Below is the entire development and analysis of the situation, which promises to create a lot of drama for the film. The rift with Steffi and the reason for leaving Forrester Creations. First of all, the relationship between Hope and Steffi is currently at its worst ever. The two had relatively smooth periods of cooperation, but day by day, personal conflicts piled up due to competition for ideas, power, and even feelings, making it impossible for the working relationship to continue. The climax of tension occurred when Hope felt her voice was pushed aside, no longer respected, and seemed to not belong to Forrester Creations. Hope's decision to leave the company was no longer an impulsive decision, but a long-term process. She was tired of having to work in a tense atmosphere with Steffi. Moreover, Hope did not want to continue to be under the shadow of the Forrester family, which is famous for its internal turmoil. Leaving Forrester Creations, for her, was not only a step of liberation, but also a way to prove her own worth. The idea of establishing her own fashion brand, opportunity or challenge. This is not the first time a character has wanted to build her own brand to compete with the Forrester empire. Previously, Sally Spectra had confronted and created fiercely competitive moments, even beyond expectations. Can Hope follow in Sally's footsteps, turning the story of leaving Forrester Creations into a revolution in fashion and creating an interesting conflict for the bold and the beautiful? Belief in herself, Hope wants to prove that she can succeed without relying on the fame or huge resources of the Forrester family. The goal is to build a brand that reflects her own personality, affirming her personal fashion sense. If Hope actually starts a brand to compete, it will be a dramatic boost for the film. Forrester Creations has always been a power, dominating the catwalk for many years. A rival built by Hope herself, who has a background, experience, and relationships in the fashion industry, will create many conflicts, which can make Forrester have to react with difficulty. Brooke's intervention and Hope's determination when she hears that her daughter wants to leave an environment with a solid position. Brooke, with her love still full, will of course try to convince Ridge to give Hope a chance to return to Forrester Creations. Brooke believes that her daughter deserves another chance, or at least needs a fair explanation from the leadership. However, Ridge, with his resolute and somewhat conservative personality, does not easily accept changing his decision. Meanwhile, Hope does not want to receive pity or concession in the family style. She does not want to return as someone who is controlled by Steffi or benefited by Ridge. On the contrary, Hope wants to assert herself through her own ability and independent will. Brooke's attempt to help inadvertently puts pressure on Hope, making her even more determined to seize the opportunity to leave to prove that she can stand on her own. From frustration to creative explosion, many viewers may wonder, why didn't Hope choose to reconcile instead of leaving the family company? The answer lies in what she experienced: pent-up frustration. Many times Hope felt that her ideas were overlooked or had to compromise with Steffi. The competition for positions, fashion projects, collection management rights, all pushed her to the limit. With her own designs and vision, Hope always believed that she could create her own, unique style. When working at Forrester, she was often framed by common criteria under the control of Steffi or Ridge. Leaving that environment helped her explode in creativity. All eyes were on Hope, waiting to see if she would stand up strong enough to build her own fashion empire. Her creative explosion could be the biggest highlight, creating innovative designs and attracting customers, making Forrester Creations wary. A new brand war is promised on the bold and the beautiful if Hope starts a fashion brand that goes head-to-head with Forrester Creations. Viewers can look forward to advertising and runway battles. Will Hope hold her own fashion show right at the time Forrester Creations also launches a new collection? This is definitely a thrilling confrontation, promising to attract media, customers, and explode ratings. Unexpected alliances. Hope could join hands with other faces who have cracks or have grudges with Forrester. Or she could even find a way to cooperate with Sally, an old rival who used to fiercely confront Forrester. Family conflicts. The reactions of Ridge, Steffi, Brooke, and even Eric when they see their loved ones on the other side of the battle line will create strong emotional conflicts. The Forrester family may be divided or forced to tighten their ranks to fight against the old insider. Affirming Hope's personality. Can she persevere until the end, or will she return to her family when facing difficulties? This is the big question for the next episodes. Is this a breakthrough or a mistake for Hope? The decisive decision to go out on her own is a rare turning point in the storyline, when the character chooses to leave her comfort zone to face great risks and challenges. Hope can be a great success. All sacrifices are rewarded. She creates a fashion empire with her own personal mark, becoming a formidable opponent no less than Forrester Creations. Logistics, finance, human resources are all real obstacles. Without careful planning, she can easily fail, especially when facing a big guy like Forrester. Whether successful or not, this choice will definitely change Hope's position in the family and in the eyes of the audience. From a dramatic perspective, this plot is a breath of fresh air for the script of The Bold and the Beautiful, which is already familiar with love triangles, divorces, remarriages, or internal conflicts. A brand competition with a business is a battlefield style promises to make the film more attractive. The Bold and the Beautiful spoilers reveal that Hope has made a shocking decision, leaving Forrester Creations and planning to build her own fashion brand. This could be the moment she breaks through, gains success for herself, and at the same time creates a fierce competition with Forrester Creations. Despite Brooke's efforts to convince her, Ridge still closes the door to taking care of Brooke's daughter, and Hope also reluctantly does not want to return. In the future, viewers will witness how Hope faces countless financial and personnel barriers, as well as unfair competition, plots from her opponents. Her relationship with Steffi will become even more tense and could become a major twist in the next episodes. Will Hope have the courage to take the lead and affirm she really doesn't belong at Forrester Creations, or will she finally realize that leaving her family was the wrong choice? All will be answered in the next developments, promising to bring drama and surprises to the audience.